We are back on the Hytale world, and in today's episode I wanted to talk about one thing and one thing only. So if I head over to the workbench, head over to here, there is an item called the Arcanist workbench, and of course we're going to need Essence of the Void and thorium. Now I'm not going to hesitate at all. We're not going to talk too much about farming or chickens or who knows what. Today we have got a mission, and for that we're going to need to head to a zone 2. And if I'm not mistaken, this here is a desert, and this hopefully should be a zone 2 kind of biome. So without further ado, I think we are going to need a secondary pickaxe for this adventure. So if I find my workbench and make a pickaxe very quickly, we should be able to hit the road. I am just going to bring a couple of pumpkins alongside me because there's no harm in that at all. So let's set this waypoint all the way down here and head in this direction. Onwards and into the horizon we go. And what do we have here? Little village. Very cute. See, very vibey. We love to see it. Look at all of this stuff. Plant fibers, berries. Yum, yum. Oh my gosh. It goes down and out. Now, if you didn't know, you can actually climb up and down chains. It's a little bit sketchy, but nothing too problematic. Now, if my eyes don't deceive me, there's a chest. Look at this. Copper, some potions, some nice wood. We don't really need a crude short bow as we've got a slightly better one. Did I hear something? Maybe. Who knows? Oh, there is a spider. Let's just annihilate that very quickly. Hopefully we don't get into too much problems. And there is a little critter right here. Bye-bye. I am hearing a lot of mobs in here. Oh my gosh. And I'm getting memories, which is always a good thing to do. But oh my, this is yeah, it's a little bit intense. Let's eat a skewer real quick. I think that is enough of a little detour. There's nothing too valuable in here that we need. I don't want to get distracted anymore, you know. Oh, what's this? What is this? Well then, let's open up here. Oh, there's a work in progress sign. We should quickly nab this, I think, because I very much want one. And these doors are pretty interesting. So while we're here, might as well collect them as well. While we're here, we might as well pick up some azure kelp. There was a few people over on Reddit talking about how you get azure kelp. You find it in little ponds like that, I guess. So it's a little bit hard to know what you're looking for if you don't know what you're looking for. Now, just over here, we should enter a new biome. Fingers crossed. We've already discovered the tortoise. Lovely. Welcome to the Badlands. It looks like there's a flying Pokemon over there. And we've got like a lovely little rib cage. Hey, little lizard, what is up? Now, unfortunately for me, this annoying little critter up here. Please don't kill me. This will be very embarrassing for the content. We will just annihilate it, I guess. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Oh dear. Well, that's going to be a fun walk back, I guess. I'm not too worried because unlike another cube game, items take 10 minutes to despawn. Unlike the other questionable cube game that we shall not name, which only has a 5-minute timer. So it's not too much of a problem. Hey, look, there's a little cow. So if I just annihilate this lovely bug before it kills me once again, we should go straight underground and start mining before it's too late. But here is all my items underneath this horrible, horrible quicksand. And we're already under attack once again from yet another one. And here we have come across a void lava, one of the many critters that we are going to need to destroy to get essence of the void. So let's just keep killing some of these. Look at that. Very simple, very easy. And over here, if it isn't one of my favorite mobs in the game so far, it's a little bit spooky, a little bit scary. And it looks like a flying squid. So if I learn how to use a bow very quickly, we should be able to get its essence very smoothly. There's one. Look at this other one. Let's just get that as well. And we'll just... Oh, Oh, nope. Bye-bye. Now, there is a very powerful mob over there, which we really don't want to get in the way. And now that most of those little critters are out of the way, let's go for the big boss. Now, hopefully, I don't mess this up, or else this is going to be a very painful way to come all this way. Let's just get some distance. And its health has, unfortunately for us, regenerated. Oh, this is not going to be good. This is going to be pretty bad. Oh, dear. Oh, this is so close. Please don't swing. That could have gone a lot worse. And we have got a lot of essence now, so that's not too bad. We do need that. So now that we have found a little mine shaft, let's see how safe we are around here. If at all. We've got skeletons down there, skeletons here. So let's quickly craft a bed and skip the night. And we'll be fine. We just need a bit of a respawn point around here. And it is now morning, despite it looking like an apocalypse wasteland. Goodbye, skeleton. Bye-bye. Any more? And what do we have here? A lovely high roll chest. And we got thorium and thorium. How lucky. How very lucky indeed. My chest plate doesn't need a new chest plate right this second, but I will not complain. And there is another high roll chest over here. Essence of ice. Lovely stuffs. What do I want to deposit right here, right now? Probably the venom sacks. And we will keep exploring. And there is another chest. Oh my. We'll just grab all of this as much as we can. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear indeed. It looks like we've come across a mage. That is not going to be fun. Oh my gosh, there's one right here. Oh dear. Oh, that was a little bit close for comfort. Let's not peek around this corner. Let's just heal up. Let's eat a skewer while we can. Munching, 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 pretending nothing bad's ever happened. Munching, munching, munching. Luckily, mages aren't that hard to beat if you have the angle. And look what we've got right next to me. Some lovely green ore. That was very satisfying. I can't lie. So let's harvest this up, and that is our first properly mined thorium ore. And there's a little hidden chest right here with some cobble. That's very good. That's very, very nice to see. As you probably can tell, that Zone 2 is quite intense. There's no denying that. I mean, the mobs are already instantly, like, at least 3 times more challenging than normal biomes. But the rewards that you get out of it, like cobalt, like thorium, are very much worth the risk, I would say, in my opinion. I think a lot of the trick comes to like defeating the monsters before we actually explore. That's kind of the thing that you will pick up very quickly. Make yourself safe before getting into a tricky situation. I also don't think getting safe means just, like, putting down torches. I know in another Cubic game, putting down torches equals safety to some degree. I can't hit my shots while talking, but I think in this, it's also about positioning, getting into the right angle, making sure that you're not taking too many risks. And this is kind of like hitting a jackpot right here. This is quite a big vein of thorium. One of the biggest veins I've ever seen. And I say that the game is like a week old, but it's pretty large. Oh, here's a cobra. Oh my gosh, that was a... Oh, that is not what I wanted to be fighting a cobra next to. I saw that at the very, very last second. Oh my gosh. Let's just get some of this. Oh, some cooked fish. I don't need it right this second, but luckily we have found more thorium. I think just a couple more pieces and we should be good to start heading back to the surface and heading back to our little safe haven. Well, that was a very quick way out. Just, you know, just plop up here, and oh, there's a nice little crab. If I'm not mistaken, we're just coming up to our benches, so we should we should be safe from now on. So very quickly, let's just chuck on our thorium ingots like so, just so we can start this process. Here's the adorable work in progress, because if you are new around here, I am planning to build a base within this blue biome right there. So hopefully we can start on that very, very soon. And what I'll do is I will actually grab this chest plate and put it into the salvager, and we'll get some of these stuff, and I'll apply the new chest plate like so, and that way we'll have some stuff that we can smelt to be able to create a full set of iron armor. And now that we have got 10 thorium ingots, that should enable us to be able to create the Anarchist workbench and to place it down. And for the sake of this demonstration, we'll put it out in the open right here. And within the Arcanist workbench, right in the first slot, we will be able to make 2 teleporters. Remember that kelp that I was talking about? Let's just get some of this. And that will give us 2 teleporters, and let's get another 2. So now we have 4 total teleporters. Why do we need teleporters? Well, let me put one right here and interact this. We're gonna call this one for the ease of it. We're just gonna call it base, right? We'll be fine. You know, we'll just leave it there, and we'll put this one over here, and we'll interact with this one, and we will call this chicken. Just for the sake of this demonstration, and we'll make this teleport us to base. And like so, we'll be able to wander through here, and we're now at this one. So if I set this one to go to the chicken part, make it go to the chicken teleporter, we'll wander through here, and we're here. Now, of course, we are not going to need one right here. Where would be a great location to place one? Maybe all the way in the Forgotten Temple. But before we do that, I do want to make sure that we have enough fuel, because we don't want that happening. So we'll just chuck that in there. We'll chuck the cobalt in there. We'll be back soon, right? We'll be back soon. And for anyone who's wondering where I would suggest putting the teleporter, if you put it down here, you're gonna have a problem where you might get spawn jumped by the golem. So I would recommend placing it a little bit up above. I don't know if there's necessarily the quote-unquote best location, but I see no problem with that at all. And we will call this temple for the time being, and we will set this so it teleports us back to the base. And while we're here, we might as well go and deposit some of our stuff. So let's just hop over here. Love this lag spike that happens every time we go into the next dimension. But you know, it's something that you get used to. And just to confirm a theory, you are unable to place your teleporters in here. I thought I should clarify that, just in case people will say in the comments, oh, you should have done it somewhere else. So let's go and talk to this and deposit our memories. We've got some more memories to deposit. How are we doing? We're not doing too shabby. And I'm sure that using these teleporters will never get old. Just look at that. It's incredible. Let's sleep through the night so at least you all can see a lot clearer. I would hate to be filming in the dark if it could be avoidable. Let's see how our ores are coming along. Not too bad. It could have been better. Can't lie. But it's definitely progress. Now we are gonna need 100 memories, so that's approximately 30 more memories away before we can unlock the rest of this. But this is where things are gonna get interesting, because we are gonna need 100 memories to be able to unlock what I am looking for, to be able to start proper progress on the base in here. Now this is a very artistic looking oak tree, so there's more than just one log to break for the whole tree, but you reap those rewards, I guess. You reap the rewards. Now, I did lightly touch on this previously about the different types of fuel source. Sticks approximately will cook for 5 seconds. Charcoal, which we do not have right now, will cook for approximately 6 seconds. Plant fiber also can be used as a fuel source, if you didn't know. That lasts approximately 2 seconds. You can see it sticking down quite quickly. And then, of course, things like logs, these will last 9 seconds. So, realistically, I like using sticks, but personal preference. Now, while I craft up my remaining armor, I wanted to just leave with a little bit of a thought. What should I call this vicinity. Calling it base feels a little bit weak. We need a good kingdom name. So leave it in a comment down below. And between now and a few episodes from now, I will read the comments and I will pick. And if somehow I end up with 1 million subscribers, just know that whoever comments that will be very cool. Yeah, I guess I should say, if you watch this far, subscribe, please. I'm desperate, and numbers of subscribers validates my ego. Okay, bye!